Okay, hello everyone. This is the walkthrough for the Oopsie Hack the Box. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here. We've got a web server with a bunch of text, some links that don't really lead anywhere. So what we can do is we can go down and it says please log in to get access. So we can do Control U and we can search for login. The one that appears is cdn/cgi/login. So we're going to copy this and we're going to go towards that directory. And it gives us a login page. So in terms of the tasks, what tool can intercept web traffic? That would be a proxy. What is the path to get the login page? What we just found, cdn/cgi/login. So we don't know any credentials, so we're logging as a guest. And we've got just a repair system, management system here. If we go to uploads, we can't access it. If we go to account, we see that we're given an access ID, a name, and an email. And if we inspect and look at any cookies it might be storing, it's storing them in plain text. And we can actually change these. So that answers task number 3. We can change the cookie. What is the access ID of the admin user? Okay, so if we look at the URL here, we've got parameters like content and ID. ID should be of interest. Let's change it to 1. And we're given the admin and the access ID. And this is the access ID, 34322. And that should answer task number 4. Alright, so let's actually change ourselves to trick the web server into thinking that we are admin. So we'll change the role to admin, and we'll change 34322. We'll go to uploads, and we were able to access it. Awesome. Now is when we sort of get out of the enumeration phase and go into exploitation. We can try to upload a web shell, a PHP web shell. So I'm actually going to be using a web shell provided with Kali Linux at this directory. If we take a look here, cat it out, all we need to do is change the IP in the port. So let's go ahead and copy this web shell into my current directory. I'm going to open it using Vim, and we're going to go down and first of all get my IP, which should be tunnel 0 for Hack the Box. And I'm just going to paste that in there, and I'm going to use port 4444, write and quit. Let's go ahead and upload it. Should be in root. Upload, and it's been uploaded successfully. Okay, but we don't actually know where it uploaded to. It doesn't indicate it to us. So in that case, let's actually use something like GoBuster and just kind of search for any directories that might be of interest. We're going to use a word list that comes with Kali Linux. I'm going to use a dirbuster. I'm going to use the small one, and I'm going to search for any PHP directories. Okay, so we find uploads. That should look of interest to you. And that is actually the answer to task number 5, uploads. Alright, let's go ahead and go there. And we don't have access. So let's actually set up a netcat listening service. -lvnp4444. And it's going to listen for that. Now let's try to access our reverse shell that we uploaded, and it doesn't find it. Not really sure why it does this, but it does. So let's just open up a new browser and try to go, and it doesn't find it. I don't know why it does this, but it does. So let me try to upload it one more time. I don't know why it does this. It's really kind of annoying, but yeah. I'm just gonna try to upload it one more time. You can skip ahead if you want, but yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna change the cookie here again. Sometimes it's a little bit of trial and error, and that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. All right. Let's try this one more time. Okay, now it's infinitely spinning, and we should have a, there it is, we've got a shell. Awesome. So we need to gain access to an actual shell. We just got a connection right now, so what we can do is we can use Python 3, because that's what's on the web server, and we can import pty. And then we can say pty.spawn bin bash, and I actually just kind of messed this up, but it should be yeah, okay. I messed this up. Let me try. Try this one more time. /bin bash. Okay, great. So we can actually look inside of here and see that we've got access to, there's a bunch of files here. This who am I? www data, that doesn't have many, that doesn't have a lot of permissions. So the next task is what is the file that contains the password as shared with the Robert user? Okay, so if we look in here, if we go to var and then we go to www and then we go to HTML and CDN CGI. We look in there, we've got login. We've got a db.php. If we actually cat that out, we've got connection details that are shared with Robert. So it's db.php, which is shared with Robert. So we can actually log in as Robert by typing in su Robert, and we're just going to copy this right here, and we're going to paste the selection, and now we're logged in as Robert. So we can say what executable is run with the option group bug tracker to identify all files owned by the bug tracker group. That is just kind of like Linux knowledge. It's find. So regardless of which user starts running that bug tracker executable, what user privileges will it use to run? Let's take a look here. If we, I don't know why I did that. If we do find group bug tracker, it doesn't return anything, but we can assume that this is root. And SUID stands for set owner user ID. Set owner user ID. All right. Now what we can do is, if we go back, and take a look at Robert's home, we have a user.txt within Robert's home directory. So we can just cat that out, and that's our user.txt. So that's the flag, that's the user flag. Now, if we actually run the bug tracker executable, it's going to ask us for a bug ID, and we put in 1. It doesn't really, yeah, so it's catting something out. So the executable that's run, yeah, so we can't access root, but what we can do is we can use path, path exploit, where if we go into the temp directory, and we actually can change the cat command to return a shell, and we know that the bug tracker is running, is being executed by root, so we can force it to return a shell that has root. So what we're going to do is go inside the temp directory, because we know that we have write access. What we're going to do is we're going to echo we're going to echo bin bash into cat. Okay, cat's right there. And then what we're going to do is, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, we're going to echo bash. We're going to echo bash into cat, and then we're going to change the path to our temp variable, our temp directory, And then what we're going to do is we're going to run bug tracker, and we're going to provide 1 or I believe it's we need to change that to executable, and then we can run bug tracker 1 and we get root. Let's actually view what's in here, and if we go to, we can now access root. If we look in here, then we've got cat root.txt. Oh, sorry. Well, we need to actually remove. Before we can do that, we need to remove our executable, and then we can cat root.txt. And there it is. Hopefully that made sense. I kind of got sidetracked and confused at the end there, but sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully this helps.